To celebrate the bike's enhancement process, reaching 3,000, I am going to share with you the worst night Narbonne 1. Here is when the idea started to take shape. Since no opportunities appeared and the bike was at 1/5 of the capacity, I started the process. 1. To put the trailer inside, had to take the wheels off. 2. Check the neighbors I was going to sleep with. 3. When all of my things to sleep were in the bike's locker, and the other ones in the trailers, I locked the trailer with a padlock and prepared the thread to tie me in the bike's cabinet from the inside. For tie the knot from the inside and try to reach a comfortable position.
Additionally, I will probably have a neighbor that I'm not being able to see. But let's trust that she's outside. What a premium room. Well, this is what you get for going for free.
Yes, this is French F***P. This actually happened. And I could bet it was intentional because my phone was emitting sound at that moment. 5. Clean it up and switch to another locker. I'll talk about it in next video.
Well, as I told you, this is the second part of what's missing about the last video. Well, simply is to explain what happened after the P, the man, because most of you will probably think, well, why did you not leave the cabin and hit him, whatever. Of course, it's the classic phenomena of everyone's more brave when the things are not happening to them. Additionally, I was in there with all my properties and all my money, which meant it was a risk for me to go out there, because despite knowing how to fight, I've never been in such a real-time situation. I do not know how it could have ended. I also did not know how the man looked, and well, it was a really stressful situation, as you can guess, simply because of the fact that he just did that on purpose and on me, and I was in the middle of travel. I was trying to sleep. So what I did was, when I assimilated all that happened, I left the cabin, and then I kind of applied pressure to a car that I saw parked there, because those bikes were in like of a temporary car station service place where people just park their cars, but for a while, not permanently. So there was one car when I left the cabin, and I made some visual pressure on him. I'm not sure if he was him. Anyways, I was thinking about going there, but again, I decided not to. I don't know if because of cowardly or because of safety. But additionally, I didn't know if he was the owner of the car. So, so all of that as the first point. Then I left the cabin. I applied the visual pressure on that car, and when he left, because at first it was taking long for him to leave. So what I thought at first was that he was waiting for me to leave. And what happened after that? He left. But what I did was clean the mess. I mean, I cleaned the pee so it did not smell. It did not make the entire cabins smell, because they were connected underground. I mean, there wasn't a space underground. There was no floor. Cleaned that with sand and rocks. And then I protected the new cabin I was going in with some plants. And then after that, I simply prepared the things to get in again. But it was not so easy, because now I had the worry of knowing that someone knew that I was there. Because I answered. I mean, when he started peeing, I said, no, no, stop, 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 please, 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 please. Like, as if it would be an accident. And when I saw that he didn't stop, is when I realized that it was on purpose. So now I had the fear of the possibility that that man would come again, even with more people, to just fuck me up. So I slept with the terror of him coming and putting a locker outside of my, because then I wouldn't have been able to live if he would have put a locker. And that is why when I woke up at 3:30, I just decided to move on and to wake up, because despite only having slept 5 hours or so, uh, since I could check that I was not locked inside, which was my fear, I said, well, we got it. Let's go. Because additionally, the thought of because there was kind of a rules to follow for the people who would use the lockers, and one of the rules was if we check that during more than 48 hours, a bike or whatever is kept inside here, we will take it off or whatever. And then I thought, wow, then it means that at some point during the day, employees from this company come. And that is when another fear appeared. So at 3:30, I'm fine. I already spent the night somehow. And I started preparing, 1 hour and a half to prepare. And then I searched for a place on Narbonne to charge, and I couldn't. And so that's the day I started cycling, when it was still at night. And I crossed 2 towns, and I arrived the town where I paid the hotel when it was sunrising. Well, that is the story for now.